Hello. Hi, hi, diamonds. I know a lot of people may watch the replay, so I just was doing a late chat. I was up, really couldn't sleep. I'm not really feeling the best. Um, Seems like I got a little bug, maybe a sinus infection. So I've been coughing and congested. So I'm gonna have me some tea. Bigelow tea is the best. Bigelow tea is so awesome, you know. So I was just up thinking. I'm a heavy thinker. Um, I always have something on my mind. I'm always processing the day or days before. I guess you could say I analyze stuff a lot. I'm hoping that everyone can hear me, and I hope this is clear, coming out clear. So, is it? Am I the only person that's a night being? I have a tendency to stay up late. It's hard for me to get to sleep sometimes. So, my little teeth. I'm a little teeth, but short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my spell. So, having some tea. You can probably hear my voice. It's a little froggy, a little froggy. So, I wanted to get on here and do another segment of Fat Girl Struggles. And if you come across this live, if you come across this replay, and you're a fat girl like me, you may know these struggles. And I'm here to address it, to acknowledge the struggles, and to be better. So I hope that this is a blessing to whoever comes across it. I hope that it encourages you to acknowledge the things within yourself and own. It's okay to own your stuff, whether it's good or bad. It's okay to own it. It's okay to own your feelings and your emotions. It's okay to own things. You acknowledge you're bad and you're wrong. All of those things is it's good to acknowledge those things. So one of the struggles that I wanted to talk about on the late night chat is a lot of times me as being a plus size woman or a fat girl, we oftentimes beat ourselves up when we don't have a productive week, a productive day, we don't make it to the gym, we may choose foods that may not be the best according to how we're trying to make our goals. But I'm here to tell you, don't beat yourself up. Own it. Hey, I went to Burger King today. Own it. I wanted chocolate chip cookies. I had it because I'm gonna tell you something that I learned years ago. When you deprive yourself totally and go cold turkey with things, you begin to binge. And then that's like a total different monster in itself. When you begin to binge, because I've done it, you're restricting yourself from chips, candies, or whatever. Then you begin when you can't take it, it's almost like a person that's addicted to crack cocaine or anything of those drugs. Food is also an addictive. Too much of something is an addiction. There's sex addicts. It's all type of addictions. So from the standpoint of when you binge, then you have deprived yourself of something so long. Now your body has got to like this optimal, like I gotta have it no matter. Now when you have the thing, you have way too much. Like whereas you probably would have ate 4 or 5 cookies, you're now when you're binging, you don't have 2 to 3 bags of cookies. Where you would have just had the one bag of chips, now you have went into having like 4 or 5 bag of chips because you know that's the binging. That's what happens. I'm speaking from experience. If you experience it, if you know what I'm talking about, if you ever struggle with this, tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat and I will respond whenever you do. Tell me in the chat. If you've never experienced, then this conversation is not for you. This conversation is for those, it's for the ears that it needs to be for. Don't beat yourself up if you decided, okay, I'm gonna have a bag of chips. I'm gonna get the thing, have the cookie, have the cheesecake, have the White Castles. One meal. If you do out of 7 days, if you decide, oh, I'm gonna have 2 Starbucks drinks, I'm gonna eat out 3 times, and as long as you offset what you do, so you have to accommodate for what. So if you had a takeout meal, so you know your meals have to reflect more veggies, salad type. We're gonna have fruits. You know, you want to do proteins. You have to offset those things, but don't beat yourself down. Don't tear yourself up. Don't talk yourself down. Don't talk about yourself because you crave something, then you had it. Have it. Have the cookie. Eat the cake. Because I'm going to tell you, when you get to binging, it's a whole different feeling. It Binging, you feel so, when you binge, it takes you through so many emotions. You start, it's just like, it's like first you crave the thing. Now you have the thing. And now it's like you're disgusted because you have had so much of it. Now you just like, oh my God, I can't believe I ate 7 bags of chips. Oh my God, now I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm never going to get better. I'm never going to lose this weight. I'm never going to get healthier. But that's not the truth. If you, it's okay to have those things that you want every now and then, and plan it out until you lose the taste for it. It's just like swimming or any sport, anything that a person does. Nobody comes out right and knowing how to do a thing and they do it perfectly. It takes trial and error. It takes failure. When a lot of people look at failure as a negative thing, but you can't win. You can't have successes without failure. It's That's part. It comes with the territory. When you see a successful person, I guarantee you they don't have a lot of failures. They don't have plenty of failures to get to the point, because that's how you get to success. Trial and error. And you build discipline. You keep going. You keep going. Mm, that's good. You have to keep going. That's really good. This is the lavender chamomile. Yes, this is live. This is lavender chamomile. Hey, Mariah. This is lavender chamomile, and it's like a with a probiotic. Yeah, it's really good. I wasn't this. This was my first time having it. I was not expecting it, but me too. I have a whole little set. See my little teapot, and then my little teacup, and then I have a plate. You know, so it's a I know extra. I'm a little extra. So I'm talking about fat girl struggles, and I'm talking just got through. Thank you. I just got through talking about beating yourself up because you didn't make it to the gym or you didn't have the success that you felt like you should have or you ate the food. Yes, the tea party is going to be awesome. I've been trying to figure out ideas of how I'm going to do my part. Awesome. Thank you for listening. So, I want to talk about also another fat girl struggle is emotional eating. I know that I am guilty of eating my feelings when I'm sad. Like the laugh to whomever. Oh, awesome. Um, Emotional eating. I've been an emotional eater for years. I've gotten better. One thing, acknowledge your feelings because a lot of people be like, oh, just do this and just do that. I'm a person that always tell people, feel how you feeling, feel the feeling, and then move on. Because when you don't feel how you feeling, that's how you get stuck in these emotional battles. Like I will eat if I'm stressed. What about when you're happy, or is it just when you sad? I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm happy too, but your feelings, it's like that's kind of the thing that is like a comfort, like a coddling almost that we have developed within ourselves. Eating when you're stressed. I have eaten when I know I'm not hungry. That's an emotional eating, and you have to. Those habits can be broken, but if you're like me, you're a fat girl like me. You know the struggle is real, and we just have to pace ourselves. When I'm sad, I used to be a person that used to push everything down. Like if someone would hurt my feelings, I always be like, I'm just gonna take the high road and I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna forgive them and I'm just gonna let it go. But it's deeper than that. You have to. One thing, it's I. One of my best friends. One thing I love about her is what about bored eating instead of yes, eating when you're bored. Yes, literally not eating when you're not hungry. A lot of times when you're emotional eating, you're not even hungry. You're just you just the eating is like a comfort, like how people. It's like I said earlier. Food is also an addiction, like drugs and alcohol and sex. It's all type of addictions. Everybody has their poison. So my particular poison that I am going to get the victory over is food. But I personally am a person that always try to keep peace. But now I have gotten to this point where if someone make me feel a type of way, I address it. And not in a disrespectful way. I always come from a place of care and concern and love and respect because I don't do disrespect. I will never disrespect anyone. That is not how I roll. That's not how I roll. I believe in giving people the utmost respect. Thank you, Mariah. I believe in giving people the utmost respect. So now in my I'm 42 now. So now in my 42 life, I address things, you know. Now if it seems like it's not going to be productive, of course I'm not going to address it because you can assess things like this is not productive. So I'm not going to do it, but things that you hold on to, like you still lingers in the back of your mind, you need to go to that person and address it. Like my bestie, she's really good at addressing stuff. Like she's always verbal. She don't hold no water. It's just, man, she'd say it, and I respect that. I respect her so much for that. I even take a page out her book. Oh, girl, stop. Ah, 32. I guess I could go for 32, but thank you. I appreciate that. But if you're an emotional eater, don't beat yourself up. Just acknowledge when you in the moment that you're eating, acknowledge what you're feeling. If you're feeling sad, okay, why am I feeling sad? You have to kind of like unpack it yourself and get a journal, right? I used to journal everything. Um from a preteen, I used to have books of me just writing my feelings, my thoughts. I used to write poetry. I used to write plays. Write, write. If you address your emotions, then you can stop the eating. And also, I don't know how many of you have a relationship with God, but God is the greatest. And as they, and if you cast your cares upon Him, He can help you. Tell Him to give Him your burdens. He can carry your burdens, and just you can be okay with that. Your discipline. I'm building up my discipline. Like I'm getting better with some foods. I'm getting better with water. I've been drinking more water because it was a time I was not drinking water at all. I would be so dehydrated, like it was ridiculous. I would go get blood draws and they couldn't even draw my blood because that's how bad I wasn't drinking water. Like they couldn't even get a good stick. Like it was really bad. So you just have to work on yourself, build strength. Like when you go in the gym, you don't come out hitting hard every. Oh, thanks, Mariah. You don't come out hitting hard. You got to take your time. If when you get on treadmill, you might not can't do a 30 minutes off the back. I know I take breaks. I'll be in the gym 3 hours just to get my hour and a half workout because I have to take breaks. I don't have the energy like I used to, or the muscle memory. You have to build it up. So you might can do 10 minutes on a treadmill, but then the next week you might push it to 15. You have to discipline yourself and push yourself every time, and don't look at other people or tear yourself down like look at that person, they're so, what's wrong with me? Nothing wrong with you. You have to build yourself up. So you know, it's the struggles of the fat girl. And I just want to encourage all the fat girls out there, even if you're not a fat girl, I want to encourage you, lift you up. If this little live video I did in the middle of the night, if it comes across your eyes and it encourages you, leave me a comment. Let's link up. And also, I do have a Facebook group that I'm trying to build up where we encourage each other and post stuff and different things and try to challenge each other. If you're interested in that, comment it, hit me, and I'll comment you and discuss all of that. But that's all I have. I'm not going to be before you guys long. I just wanted to I was up and I said, let me just try late night and see how it goes and discuss my fat girl struggles. That's really good. So I appreciate everybody that's watching now. Thank you, Mariah. You're the sweetest. And whoever else is here watching, I thank you so much. This is just a little laugh. You guys have y'all be blessed and thank you for watching this little late chat.